Hey everyone, so I saw a little movie called Before I Fall, and it's interesting because I had almost no expectations going into this movie. I heard about it, that it had played at Sundance, but nowadays anything can play at Sundance in my opinion, so I was not super psyched to see this movie. I barely knew of the actors or actresses in this film. I definitely heard some buzz about Zoey Deutch, though, who plays the main lead in this role. And so I came in with basically zero expectations and was left the theater basically blown away by how underrated this film is. So, what is this movie about? And so the movie is basically about this girl, played by Zoey Deutch, this high schooler girl, who starts the same day over and over again, and she dies almost every time the day begins. So, I mean, this was a plot that I was personally familiar with, just because I've heard of Groundhog Day's plot and starring Bill Murray, and I've seen the film Edge of Tomorrow or Live, Die, Repeat, starring Tom Cruise and Emily Blunt. So this was not a plot that I was particularly unfamiliar with. So going in, I had even lower expectations, just because this was something I'd seen before, and it wasn't something I was particularly excited about necessarily. All right. But what I liked about this movie, well, let me actually split it into a couple of things that I liked about this movie, and I'm going to keep this review uncut because I think I have a lot of thoughts, and also because I don't have my the editing software I use is currently not working for some reason, so the review is going to have to be uncut. But basically, the first thing I really enjoyed about this film in general is Zoey Deutch. I mean, I knew she had potential going into the movie. I'd heard a lot of buzz. Heard she was good in Everybody Wants Some. That was an indie flick last year. And I was pretty much blown away by her performance for such a young actress to perform to the level that she did with a plot that is so familiar to its audience. She really pulled it off very well. Almost, you could feel every phase that she went through as she tried to come to terms with the fact that her day is going to begin and end the exact same way. And even though the concept is something that's familiar to us, the way that she acted in this film kept the concept very fresh. And I really enjoyed that about this film, is that Zoey Deutch helped keep the tempo of this film, because you've seen it before. There's nothing new to see here, and she helps keep every single second of this film feeling like something new is happening. You're seeing something new on the screen, which is something I really appreciated about her performance in the film. Second thing I really enjoyed about this movie, other than just the plot, which I personally am familiar and which kind of drew me to this movie in the first place, is the setting that it goes for, and it's the way the director handles this setting. So you may know, but this film is based off a young adult novel. So it does take place in a high school, and I personally thought that was a great idea on the behalf of the author. So this is going on to the author. But the way the director executes this high school idea from page to screen, I really enjoyed. Because the way that you can often learn things through high school experiences is really well relayed in this film. And you think it's superficial at first. As I watched the movie, I felt that what possible lesson are we going to get out of this? This feels very superficial, but the film actually ends up diving deeper than I expected. And that to me was a huge surprise, and I'm surprised by the fact that critics are giving this film such a hash. I mean, it is fresh on Rotten Tomatoes, but it's not quite to the percentage that I think it deserves to be. And the way the director and actors work together to make a familiar story this fresh, this new, and entertaining, most importantly, really surprised me. I mean, I really suggest you go see Before I Fall. And if you think it's something you've seen before, if it's superficial, I'm here to assure you that this film is actually going to blow away your expectations, hopefully the way it did for me. And I can't say everyone will enjoy it. I mean, some people still might think this film morals are a bit superficial and that it doesn't dive as deep as it could with the subject material. But in my opinion, it does a good job of diving quite deep in the setting that it was given. And the director does a great job, along with Zoey Deutch as a performer, to make sure that material, which is familiar, stays fresh. For this reason, I give 4 out of 5 stars to Before I Fall. It is in theaters right now. You can go and catch it. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe for this video. And stay tuned for more content, guys. I hope to have more movie reviews, movie trailer reviews, etc. out to you as soon as I can. So please keep watching. Thank you.